Hi, this is Brad Oaster, and today we're at step number 6 of our 10-step process that's designed to get you out of that temporary facility, whether it's a school, maybe you meet at the Y.M.C.A. or you meet at a theater somewhere, but you want to get on a piece of land and build a permanent home. Or maybe you're in a building you just outgrew and you need to either expand that building or relocate. Well, step number 6 is fundraising. Buildings cost a lot of money and nobody likes to do fundraising, I can guarantee that. But I've seen a lot of different attempts at fundraising. I've kind of seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of the whole fundraising world out there. And I want to tell you, there's no easy way to do it. I wish there was a way that you could just push a button and money would just fall out of the sky or something and you can go out and build these buildings. But fundraising takes a lot of work. I've seen a lot of churches go out and try and do it themselves. There are very few that can actually pull that off. The ones that do pull it off have typically had a fundraising professional come in and help them with a previous fundraising campaign. So they kind of learn that way so that in the future when they do campaigns, then they're equipped to do it on their own. But if you've never done a fundraising campaign, I would highly suggest that you seek out the experts in the field to help you do this. Now, the whole fundraising business, in my opinion, is a little bit of a money grab. It all started back in 1968. There was a company called RSI and 3 guys, and it was Ben Gill, Del Rogers, and Charles Miller. Now, these fellows worked for the Southern Baptist in Nashville. They were given the task as employees to come up with a fundraising campaign for all Southern Baptist churches, and they came up with a plan called Time to Build. It went on to be Together We Build and that sort of thing, but they came up with this plan for the Southern Baptist. They started implementing that in Baptist churches all across the country. Well, it was very successful. Well, the Baptists never copyrighted any of this, so the 3 guys decided that, hey, let's make this available to all denominations. We'll move to Texas, start our own company, and go out and make this available to everybody. And that company was called RSI. Now, they were kind of the 800-pound gorilla in the fundraising arena for a long, long time, but they didn't copyright their stuff either. So they would bring in consultants, and consultants would learn how to do it, and then eventually the consultants would think, wait a minute, I'm doing all the work, they get all the money, why don't I start my own company? Well, today there's 50-some companies out there all doing basically the same thing. It's the same program that they came up with the Southern Baptist. It's the same company that birthed RSI. It's the same basic pattern on how this goes together. So as you look at different companies, keep in mind, there's not that much difference between this company or that company. What it really comes down to is the consultant that you're working with. What is that consultant's experience? Is that consultant a good fit with your congregation, right? If you're a charismatic church and they send you a very traditional fire and brimstone former Baptist preacher, that's not going to be a good fit. You need to find a consultant that looks like they would fit right into your church. I mean, if you could take the average person in your church, what do they look like? Is it young families? What does that person look like? What are the common characteristics? You need to have a consultant that matches that as closely as possible. And don't go cheap. There's a lot of people out there that, market themselves as, oh, we're cheaper than those guys. Well, you get what you pay for, right? There's no value in a cheap consultant if they don't raise the money that you're trying to get. My personal preference is a company called Generis. They have been at the top of the fundraising game for a long time. They've got top consultants out there. Rusty Lewis and Robert Hopper would be my first choice. I'm working with Robert right now in a church up in Loveland. Nazarene Church. He's doing a phenomenal job, and I've worked with Robert Hopper on projects all across the country. He would always be my first choice. Second choice would be Rusty. I'd actually put them pretty much neck and neck. It's just, I actually designed a facility for Robert Hopper in Boise, Idaho many years ago when he was pastoring there, and he and I have become good friends. But don't let that sway you one way or another. You need somebody who is a good match for you. If I can help you with that, give me a call. I know a lot of fundraising companies. I know a lot of consultants out there, and I can help team you up with the person that's just right for you. You can call me at 719-439-3019. Check out the website, bradoaster.com, or just drop me an email at bradoaster@mac.com. we can help you. Feel free to call. That's what we're here for. Thanks.